Happy Friday, everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making crocheted eggs. So we know how expensive eggs are right now. So we are going to do a fun alternative to dyed eggs, and we're going to crochet them today. There are three versions. There is a solid egg, and that will be our base pattern. There are thin striped eggs, and then there are thick striped eggs. The materials for the solid egg is a weight 6 chenille yarn in one color, a 4mm crochet hook, stuffing, a stitch marker, scissors, and a yarn needle. To start our solid egg, we're just going to use one color. We're going to make a magic ring of 6. We will drape our end over our fingers like this and make an X. Flip your hand over. Take your hook under the first and over the second, pull the second under and twist, and chain 1. We're now going to put 6 single crochet into this ring. So insert your hook through the center, pull up a loop through the center, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Repeat this 5 more times, and I'll show you how to close the ring when we're done. Alright, now that we have that finished, we're going to take this short end and pull it closed. Now I work and join round, so I'm going to slip stitch into that first single crochet I did and chain 1. Alright, for round 2, we're going to put an increase in each stitch. So that is 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So we insert a hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. And in that same stitch, we'll do another single crochet like this. Repeat that 5 more times until you have 12 stitches in your round. For round 3, we are going to follow the pattern, a single crochet and then a single crochet increase. So in the first stitch, do a single crochet. And in the second stitch, do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Repeat this pattern 5 more times until you have 18 stitches in your round. For round 4, just single crochet around in each stitch, and you will have 18 stitches when you're done. For round 5, we'll follow the pattern, 2 single crochet and then an increase. So we will do 1 single crochet, and in the second stitch we'll do a single crochet, and in the third stitch we will do 2 single crochet in that same stitch. And repeat this pattern 5 more times until you have 24 stitches in your round. For rounds 6 through 11, we are going to single crochet around in each stitch. So you will have 24 stitches in each round, and you will single crochet around for 6 rounds. So come back when you're done with that. All right, so pay attention to round 12. We're going to be working in increments of 8 instead of 6. Insert your hook into that first stitch, and we're going to do a single crochet. And in the second stitch, we're going to do an invisible decrease. So I'm just going to go through the front loops. Let's do that again. So we're going to do 1 single crochet like normal through both loops. And then through the front loops, so this is both loops, and if you go between that, that is the front loop. And then we'll twist, go in the second front loop, pull the yarn through both. It can be a little tricky. And then yarn over and pull through both. And that's an invisible decrease. Now you can just go through both loops for your decrease, but it can kind of give this like lump where the decrease is. That's why I do invisible decreases. But you do what you are comfortable with. And remember, we are doing this 8 times instead of 6 like normal. This is so the bottom will be flat, so that your egg will sit flat. All right, you're now going to stuff. So stuff it as firmly or as soft as you want it. Make sure you shape the top so that it's more pointed than the bottom. And then we will continue with round 13. And for round 13, we are just going to put a decrease in every stitch. So just decrease all the way around. To close the bottom of our egg, we're going to cut a medium tail, enough that we can put it on our yarn needle. You also can do this with your crochet hook by just inserting your hook in the front loops, but I feel like a yarn needle's easier. We're just going to weave in and out through the top loops or front loops, and we'll just pull it closed. And you can do this with your crochet hook as well, it does not matter. Weave in your ends. I go through a couple stitches just to make sure it's secured. And I will cut the tail, and I will stuff in any ends that are sticking out. And that is it. This is what your base egg will look like. Now let's move on to the other versions. Before we start our other versions, I'll give you some of my color changing tips. Now, we'll just start by how to color change. So, I started out my second version egg, and as you can see, I'm on my last stitch of round 2. So, I like to do color changes this way. I will not finish the last stitch of the round. So there will be 2 loops on my hook. I'll take the color I want to change to and make a slip knot. And I will place that on my hook. And then I will finish the single crochet with my new color. So I'll just pull through both loops. Alright, so now I'm going to pull my other colors that I'm working with. I'm going to pull them up in that slip stitch. So as you can see, they're right there with my working yarn. And I'm going to single crochet over them, that way they're secure. And then I'll continue round 3. And at the end of round 3, those colors will be there so that I can color change and not have to fasten off every color. So you see how my working colors are on the back here? They're in the round 3 I'm working on. So after I finish this, the colors are right here, and I can just switch colors easily. I won't have to fasten off. I won't have to, I won't have to make a new slip knot. It helps you save some yarn and some time, actually. So I'll take the yarn and put it over my hook, and then I will slip stitch and chain 1. That way you're pulling it up with each round you're working on. All right, let's start our version 2. These are the thin stripes. The materials you'll need are the same, except you will need 3 colors instead of 1. And this is what your egg will look like. We're going to follow the base pattern, so what I showed in the first part of the video, and you will color change at the end of every round. So for round 1, we'll start with color 1, and at the end of that round, we will color change to color 2, and continue round 2. At the end of round 2, we will color change to color 3, and at the end of round 3, do a color change back to color 1. And I will give you exactly where to color change here. So pause this and follow that pattern with these color changes. And this is version 3. We'll need the same materials except we're using 2 colors instead of 3 or instead of 1. We will color change at the end of rounds 3, 6, and 9. And just note that there will be 4 rounds of our last color. So our second color, there will be 4 rounds. So we will start with color 1 and color change to color 2 at the end of round 3. And then we'll crochet rounds 4 through 6. And at the end of round 6, color change back to color 1. And then we'll continue this pattern until we finish our egg. Here is exactly what rounds you'll be color changing on. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe. Next month, I've got a sleepy puppy tutorial I'm going to share with you. I'm super excited for that one. So I hope you'll subscribe and I'll see you soon.